And you've obviously got a few tips on relationships that
Yeah,
you can share
I
with us.
do. Well, I give different tips for different people, different week. And today I would like to share some tips for single men. So for single men to help understand what women really want. Haha, it's a big question, isn't it? And this will help to increase the chances of having a deep and meaningful relationship with their dates. So obviously it's okay if you just want to have casual, like hookups, with someone from time to time. But if your intention is having a deep and meaningful relationship, maybe these three tips will be able to help you along the way. Number one is active listening. So listen to your date's whole story. Don't interrupt her with what you think is the solution to her problem, right? And then you paraphrase or reframe to check whether you get her story right, because typically men like to solve a problem. All right, it's kind of like wired within their system, which I can understand. However, if you want to go deeper and more meaningful with your dates, definitely let her share her story. Don't interrupt. Don't think that, oh, I must give a solution because she is obviously experiencing something bad, or she's in trouble. Listening is what we appreciate very much as a woman, right? And then you paraphrase or you give it back to her to check whether her story is correct in your understanding, in your own word. Number two is higher level of awareness and emotional consciousness. Now, a lot of my single girlfriends, they said, "Oh, Ingrid, my head's just uh, dumbfounded that some single men just like to chat on a text, like say, hey, how are you? But then when we meet each other, when we start dating, they actually don't have anything to say apart from hello." So this is not making a very exciting date. So uh, after a couple of dates, especially if your date is sharing the, for example, they're experiencing grief, maybe she just lost a family member or something like that. Don't just shrug it off and change the topic simply because it's an uncomfortable topic. You don't know how to react, or you don't know how to process grief yourself. Don't just shrug it off and change the topic. Perhaps you can give her a hug, give her comfort, and say, oh, I can only imagine what you're going through right now. It must be painful, right? So you are actually connecting with her on an emotional level, and check in with her maybe the next day or the next 2 days, if she is okay. And uh, women will definitely appreciate when you feel vulnerable yourself, when you can open up to her, right? Not just like this brick wall.
Yes.
So yeah, that's higher level of awareness, being aware of what she may be going through right now and connect with her on an emotional level. Number three, I reckon you're gonna like this, man, because it's talking about intimacy. Now, do you think women want sex? Do you think women want orgasm? Hell yeah. But don't go there on your first date. Well, except you only want a casual relationship. You don't want a deep and meaningful and long term relationship. If you want a long term relationship, then you can take your time, build the intimacy, because men and women are wired differently. We want intimacy, not just like go bam, thank you, ma'am. So when the time is right, then go for it with consent, that is. So there you go, people. Those are my three tips.